Zootopia 2 has recently come out in the cinemas and Disneyland Paris are celebrating it. Hi everyone, how's life and welcome back to another one of my videos. Welcome to Walt Disney Studios in Disneyland Paris, only for another couple of months, and you can even see already the Eiffel Tower behind me has lost its name, ready to be changed into Disney Adventure World next year. But today it's all about Zootopia or Zootropolis, depending on which country you're watching from, because Disneyland Paris, or this park specifically, is celebrating the release of Zootopia 2 in quite a few ways over the next month or so. I still can't get over that Eiffel Tower not having Walt Disney Studios on it anymore, but we're going to head into the shops first to have a look at some of the new merch that's been released. And as you can see, they have a whole new section dedicated to Zootopia 2 merch. We've got Nick and Judy over here, as well as some of the new characters for Zootopia 2. This is cool. I think it actually works as well as like a little police officer car that does work. It's 15 euros. You've got Nick and Judy inside it doing their jobs. We have a Zootopia 2 book in French, which is nice. The book is 15 euros or 14.95 to be more precise, and it basically tells you the story of Zootopia, which is very fun. Then we've got a little toy set over here with a lot of the characters from Zootopia 2. So we've got Gazelle, of course, voiced by Shakira over there, Nick and Judy, and then some characters that we don't necessarily know yet until we've seen the new film. That is 35 euros in case you're interested. Over here we have a plush of, again, a character that I'm not yet familiar with, but he looks very fun. Also got another character here. I think his name is meant to be Nibbles in Zootopia 2. These two plushes are 30 euros each, and I feel like they're pretty good quality. For 35 euros you can get this very adorable plush of Nick, which looks amazing. He's also extremely soft, like the fur on him is adorable. They're also selling some of their Pop Funkos over here. So there's a Nick one, there's a Judy Hopps one, and Gazelle, who everyone loves, right? She's amazing. And then right over here, we've got what looks to be some lanyards. So for your annual passes, your tickets, for pin trading, etc. All from Zootopia 2. This is cute. For 15 euros, you can get yourself a friendship bracelet. So we've got Nick and Judy, and I think it does say BFF on them. Yeah, there you go. There's a little attachment on them. So that's a cute thing. They've got these all over printed hoodies for children. Not gonna lie, if they did these in adult sizes, I would buy them. You know, I love my all over printed shirts. And this one is 42 euro. And then for 45 euros, you can get this really awesome looking bag, which I think is meant to be Flash. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Flash from Zootopia 1, who is hilarious. Everyone's favorite sloth. And this is like a nice and fluffy bag. Can you imagine just carrying this bag with you? It does have a zip, by the way, which makes it even more appealing, in my opinion, because you feel like everything is secure in it. So yeah, if you like your fluffy, fun character bags, they do have a new one here at the moment. Same as the Nick Wilde plush on the other side. They've also got a Judy Hopps one. She looks adorable, equally as soft, and she is also 35 euro. You've also got a plush of the new snake from Zootopia 2, and this is very well made. Look at it. Oh my god, he is wearing a bum bag. This is so fun. It's 25 euros, by the way, so a little bit less expensive than Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde plushes. Over here we have, well, we've already seen the Judy Hopps plush. We've also got this t-shirt. Again, unfortunately it is just children's sizes, but it says on the case Disneyland Paris, and you've got Nick and Judy on the front. You can also buy yourself a Judy Hopps throw or blanket. Oh, this is fun. So it's like a blanket, but you can also wear it because it's got a hood, and you can turn yourself into Judy Hopps. This is adorable, very soft, and it's 40 euro. Another fun item that I quite like is this little bag for 25 euros. Perfect size to put your phone in, maybe a small camera, some money, cards, etc. And it's, again, so cute because it's got Judy Hopps on it, and it's nice and fluffy, and it's got a couple of pockets as well. Down here we've got a couple of keychains. Now these have become one of the staple items at Disneyland Paris. They do so many different characters, and now they've brought out a Judy Hopps one for 8 euros, or a Nick Wilde one, also 8 euros. Nick Wilde's expression is hilarious. I do love Nick, actually. I like both of these characters. You can also buy yourself a Nick Wilde blanket slash hoodie, something that you can kind of wear but not fully. It's got a hood, so depending on which preference you have, which character you like more, then they've got a couple of options. For 16 euros they are selling this t-shirt, again for children. It says where anyone can be anything, Zootopia slash Zootropolis. Now if those cute soft plushes aren't your thing, you can also get a more identical looking to the movie version of Nick Wilde plush over here. Again, you've got his eyes embroidered. fun expression. He's wearing his bow tie and he is €30. And then you've also got, of course, Judy Hopps. She is a little bit less expensive at €25. I would imagine it's because she's also a little bit smaller. But again, I really like her expression. I think she's well made. And then last but not least, we've got a couple of headbands slash headwear. So first off, we've got this really fun looking Judy Hopps one. She is €30, and I think the only way I can show you how fun these are is to put it over my bare hat. And basically what it is that you press these little buttons. Not only does it make a tiny noise, but more importantly, it looks like Judy Hopps is in distress. She's just like hitting herself for some reason. It can be very fun though, and Disneyland Paris has been making quite a lot of these over the past year or so, I'd say. Similarly, on this side, they've also got a Nick Wilde version. So again, it's going to do the same mechanism. Again, it's also €30, and his expression looks very fun. I love how his bow tie is just hanging off there. Let's give this one a go. I don't know how I feel about them. I do say that. I do actually own a couple of them. I got the Donald one earlier this year. Oh, it's hard to get it off. But yeah, I got the Donald one and I took it to Tokyo Disney with me. And in Tokyo Disney, cast members were all over it. Like, everybody loved it. So there's definitely a market for it. I'm just not sure that market is me. And then last but not least, you've got this Nick Wilde cap, which is also €30. It's got a print there. And then his eyes, the back is all nice and soft. So I think this is both a child's one and an adult one, depending on your head size. Anybody should probably be able to wear this. But it's not just new merch that you can find here in Disneyland Paris for the release of Zootopia 2. You can actually meet the two characters, Nick and Judy, as well. So yes, for a limited time only, until the 6th of January 2026, you can come and meet both of them here in Walt Disney Studios Park. And to do that, you need to go to the Animation Celebration building, where typically Olaf would be meeting, but he's on a bit of a break for the next couple of months so that Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde can meet there instead. As you can see, the queue is extremely long. Unfortunately, they've decided to not use a virtual queue for them like Olaf used to have. And I just spoke to a cast member. Believe it or not, the queue is already closed. Time-wise, it's currently, let me just double check to give you the exact time. Okay, so it is 2:45 p.m. and the cast member said they closed the line at like around 1:40. So already for about an hour it's been closed. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, bear that in mind. They are extremely popular. Even though on the app it says that they should be meeting until 16:30, so 4:30, that's still about 2 hours away. They've already had to close the line. So they closed the line about 3 hours before their final set because they already have enough people in there. So yeah, probably not going to be the easiest characters to meet. They're very popular. Everyone loves Zootopia. Like I said, it probably would have been better to have a virtual queue, although that would have also caused some problems because not everyone would have been able to get it. And at least this way, people can actually make sure that they meet them if they get there early enough, if they're willing to stand there for 3-4 hours in the queue. So I had a feeling it was going to be the case. So I'm obviously not going to be meeting them, but at least you know where to find them if you choose to come and meet them. I will say, because they don't start meeting until around 11:30 a.m., it's not even a case that you can come doing extra magic time unless you're happy to literally come at extra magic time at 8 o'clock, 8:30, and then spend 3 hours in line for them to finally arrive at 11:30. That's a way to do it, but I don't think it's needed because it's going to be around 3 hours anyway. So yeah, it's fun to know though. There is still one more thing that you can do, or actually a couple of things still that you can do for the release of Zootopia 2. At the Animation Academy, which is basically a free drawing class, they have now got characters from Zootopia 2 that you can learn to draw. You can see there's currently a class happening right now, and it looks like at the moment they are learning to draw Tigger. So it's not always going to be Zootopia characters. What happens is that for the next couple of months until the 6th of January, you might sometimes get a Zootopia character instead of the typical ones that they normally do. It's also worth noting that you won't know which character you're going to get to draw until, you know, the artist is there and the session has started. So you can't choose who to draw. And I think that's actually part of the fun. It's part of the excitement. Also, look, Disney Adventure World, 29th of March, 2026. It is coming, guys. But yeah, that's the third thing that you can do here for Zootopia 2's release in Disneyland Paris. And that is a magic shot. So if you have a photo pass and you're visiting Disneyland Paris at Walt Disney Studios for the next couple of months until the 6th of January, there will be a photo pass photographer over there taking some magic shot photos of you with the Zootopia characters. You can see what it's going to look like over here. So it looks like it's Nick and Judy and the new snake, whose name I believe is Gary, Zootopia 2, and you're going to be chilling right next to them. And like I said, if you want to find exactly where it is, it's to the right hand side of Studio Theatre, where Together a Pixar musical is playing at. Thank you very much. photos just taken. Hopefully they would have turned out great. You would have seen them before I have. Shout out to that cast member as well. And that is more or less it for what you can do in Disneyland Paris for the release of Zootopia 2. You can also see the film, of course, in the cinema Gaumont in Disney Village, which I'm actually going to be seeing it in the cinema later this evening. So we're going to go to that now so you can see exactly what I thought of the film. Well, I've got about an hour, just under an hour, before Zootopia 2 starts at the cinema Gaumont here in Disney Village. And I'm pretty hungry, so I thought I would pop into the newly reopened sports bar and grab a bite to eat quickly beforehand. I love this new space so much. When I visited with my friend Mendy a couple of weeks ago, the food was so good that I really want to go and try some more of it. Thankfully, we got a table pretty much immediately. And it looks like we're going to be in this area of the restaurant this time round. Maybe a booth? That would be cool. Oh my god. Merci. That's perfect. Bear in mind that the sports bar can get very, very busy, especially during peak time, so around 7 o'clock, 8 p.m, 9 p.m, even 10 p.m, because obviously they do drinks here as well. A lot of people want to come here and watch the sports. In case you're interested, it's currently 17:59, about 6 p.m, and my show, my film, Zootopia 2, starts at 6:50, so I've got about 50 minutes, so I might just grab myself a starter. We'll see. Here's a quick look at the menu, in case you haven't seen my full video of the sports bar yet, but I will leave the link to that down below as well, because my friend and I ordered quite a lot, and it will give you a chance to see quite a lot of the food options available, including these cold brews that they have. They are advertising this giant hot dog as well. Look at that. Maybe my friend and I might have to come at some point and buy it. And then on the other side we have a special amber beer for Christmas. I think I'm gonna go for the wheat tortilla, 17 euros, pulled lamb, lettuce, pico de gallo, green pea guac and black peppercorn sauce. That looks pretty good. Although the mac and cheese I've heard pretty good things about as well, so we're gonna have to see what I end up going for. This burger I tried last time. It was good, not my personal favorite though. The garlic bread here is incredible, to the point where I'm thinking of potentially getting that again. And then this was something that I wanted to get last time, but unfortunately they didn't have it, so we'll see if they have it today. Anyway, I have just ordered. For my drink I decided to just go for an apple juice, and whilst I wait for my food I wanted to show you my ticket for, oh, my friend Simone is sending me things. Yeah, I want to show you my ticket for Zootopia 2, which starts at 18:50. I've got about half an hour now, but I'm sure there'll be at least 15-20 minutes of adverts as well. So it's in Salle 2, this is my place, and the way you know whether it's going to be in its original language or if it's going to be dubbed is you need to look for VOSC. That basically stands for Voix Originale, so the original voice. It will still have subtitles in French, but the actual sound, the voice is going to be in English. It's a good thing the restaurant is literally around the corner, like it's going to take less than 30 seconds for me to walk out of here and get to the cinema, but I am also hoping that the food comes here soon because I'm hungry. Oh, and it's already here. Thank you so much. Perfect timing. And as you can see, we have a lot on the table. The lovely cast member just brought me some sauces as well, my mayonnaise. Something exciting is that they did have the camembert with the fries, and the camembert looks amazing, so excited to try that. I had to get the garlic bread again, even though it's going to be a lot of carbs, but it was so good that I just had to. And then I went for the tacos, I think these were, with pulled beef and guacamole, tomatoes, lettuce. It looks very good. So without further ado, let's quickly try all of this food in front of me. First, I'm gonna have one of these beautiful looking garlic breads. Hopefully it's gonna be as good as I remember it. Still amazing. These are by far the best garlic breads that you can find in Disneyland Paris. They're just so garlicky and buttery. The bread is nice. And yes, this too is still garlic bread. So if you open it up, there's even more, and it's actually probably one of my favorite parts of it. If you like more soft bread, then you're going to prefer this. These sections are more crispy, but yeah, very happy with this. Let's quickly try a little bit of the camembert now. Look at that melty cheese, the beautiful melted camembert inside. Oh my god, that looks absolutely stunning. I cannot wait to give it a go. I'm going to use my fork, otherwise it's going to be very messy, but look at that cheese. Let's go. That is delicious. So good. The cheese is phenomenal. The fries are pretty good as well. And for the winter season when it's cold outside, nothing beats having some melted cheese. And last but not least, I'm going to try one of these tortillas, which I feel like is going to be rather messy. You know what? These are surprisingly really good. I haven't heard too many people rave about them. Everybody talks about the burger that I had last time, but the pulled beef in this is excellent. The onions, the tomatoes, it's really nice and fresh. The taste of the guacamole, the sauce. For me, I would say choose this over the burger. Yeah, it's only 18:19, 20 minutes past 6. I've still got about half an hour before the film starts, and of course there'll be adverts as well. So I'm going to take my time, enjoy all of this, and speak to you when I'm done. And just like that, I am done with my meal at the sports bar, the newly reopened sports bar that I really rate. Honestly, before it reopened, I very rarely visited this space because I'm not the biggest sports fan, and the food here used to be very basic. Sorry, somebody just felt like smoked into my mouth. Something is happening in Disney Village as well. Like, I don't understand. It looks fun, colourful, but I can't go that way unfortunately because I need to go to the cinema, which is on the other side. But yeah, like I said, both times that I've been to the sports bar since it reopened a couple of weeks ago, I've really enjoyed the food and the service has also been very good. And from the food that I had today, I would say my favourite is still the garlic bread. That garlic bread is unbeatable. Also the lighting is pretty red here. Yeah, the garlic bread, get it. If you love garlic bread, it should be the one thing that you get. You can easily share it with people. Obviously I didn't because I was on my own today. The tortilla was good, but not incredible. So I don't see myself, craving it in the future, wanting to get that in particular. Next time I go, I might try a different main course. I did still prefer it though to the burger, like I said. And the fries with the camembert were good as well. The camembert especially was fantastic. I couldn't finish it all. It was just a lot. But one little hack for you, in case you love cheese and you love garlic bread, and if you end up ordering both of them, then if you dip your garlic bread into the camembert, it's even better than the fries with it, because the fries are fine on their own. The fries are just fine. The camembert is delicious and the garlic bread is excellent, so combine them together, incredible. But in front of me now I do have the cinema Gaumont, which at the moment is also displaying Avatar, which is coming out very, very soon. Excited to check that out. But like I said, we are heading in tonight to watch Zootopia 2. They have decorated the inside of the cinema a little bit with Christmas decorations as well, with the G for Gaumont. And as soon as you step in, it smells of sweets, like ice cream and gaufres, so waffles. They do them. There's Haagen-Dazs over here. They have a bunch of sweets and snacks that you can get here, including popcorn. And if you don't order online before coming here, you can also use these screens to order yourself your ticket. But I definitely don't need any food today, and obviously I've already got my ticket as well for Zootopia 2, so we're going to be just heading straight in. And you can see they do have IMAX here, they have 4DX, they have many different screens. I think something like 15 or 16 different screens. There you go. Just scan my ticket. We are in Salle 2, so screen 2. You can see the 4DX over there. I will say the 4DX and IMAX screenings generally tend to be in French. Every day they tend to have maybe 1 or 2 screenings in English, and normally only for the very popular films. But yeah, this is our screen. We've still got a couple of minutes. I don't think the adverts have even started yet. So yeah, really good timing. Don't think I've been in this screen before. I came here last year to see Moana 2, also Wicked, also Encanto. I saw it in French here for the first time. But yeah, this is what screen 2 looks like. Pretty big, pretty comfortable seats, I would say. And it doesn't look overly busy tonight either. Like I said, I'm in I-25. We've got 27 here. I think K-I-J. Is it this one? Yeah, perfect. 27, 26, 25. And there you go. This is my view. The film should be starting in the next couple of minutes, so I'm gonna see you in about 2 hours time. I'm so excited. Well, the film just finished and I really enjoyed it. That was better than I expected it to be, especially for a sequel. Also, time-wise, it's only 20:53, so not even 9 p.m. yet, so a pretty short movie, considering these days movies are like 3 hours long. Also, I have to say, the cinema was a little bit more packed than I expected it to be, considering this was an English screening, the original language. A lot of people here were actually French, so that was something that I didn't expect. And I have to say the seats were extremely comfortable. I actually had to try really hard not to nap a couple of times just because I haven't had much sleep, so I was tired. Nothing to do with the movie, the film was great. But I'm going to share some more thoughts once we head outside because the titles are still going. Back into more or less the outside world, a lot of lights. I feel much more awake than I did in the cinema. But Zootopia 2, I'm so glad that I actually finally know who this guy is. The snake, his name is Gary, and he's actually a very fun and I would say lovable character in the film. I don't want to give any spoilers in case you haven't seen it yet, so I'm just going to give you my general thoughts. Overall, I thought it was fantastic, and like I said, because it's a sequel, and generally speaking, sequels aren't as strong as the first one, and I really love Zootopia 1 or Zootropolis 1 when it first came out. I remember going to the cinema to see it 3 or 4 times. That's how much I enjoyed it. It's still one of my favorite Disney films. You know, whenever I feel like a feel-good film, I do put Zootopia on. So I really wasn't sure if this was going to live up to the first one, and I will say I still do prefer Zootopia 1 to Zootopia 2, however, only by a little bit. This was still a really fun film. It had the same heart and same kind of energy as the first movie, same style of jokes, same references as well, or similar references. There were some fun Disney references in this that I enjoyed. I just love Nick and Judy. I think they are such a fun pair. I don't want to necessarily call them a couple, but we know they are, right? And I just feel like they're some of the most fleshed out and unique and relatable characters that Disney has ever made, and they're so beautiful. The animation in this is fantastic. Like I said, Gary was a great addition. There's also another character, there's a beaver. What was his name? I can't remember now. Nibbles, maybe? He's also quite fun. And overall, the message of the film, very similarly to the first one, is about putting your differences aside and not seeing others as different. Just because somebody is different to you, which I think, especially in this political climate, is very important, you shouldn't treat them differently. And yeah, very similarly good message to the first movie. So I thought it was fantastic. I would go and see it again. I think my mom's gonna like it, so hopefully I'll get to go and see it with her at some point. But I would love to hear your thoughts if you've seen Zootopia or Zootropolis 2. What did you think? Did you think it was as good as the first movie? Did you think it was better or not quite as good? I'd love to hear all your comments down below. I also really enjoyed Shakira's song, who I had obviously heard. I'd heard the new song that Shakira sings, or Gazelle, but it was nice to see the full sequence in the movie. But yeah, Zootopia 2, what a success. I am so excited that Disney have released another fantastic film that I love and I can see myself watching many times in the future. But this is the end of the video now. I wanted to make sure that I share my thoughts with you. It was funny because obviously the first part of the video was looking at the new Zootopia merchandise that has been released, you know, just doing a lot of Zootopia themed things. The characters are around at the moment in Walt Disney Studios that you can meet until January, and yet now I've finally seen the movie, I understand it all as well. So yeah, if you are a Zootopia / Zootropolis fan, you can meet Nick and Judy, or Nick or Judy, in Walt Disney Studios in Disneyland Paris if you're visiting before January. You can obviously also go to the Animation Academy and draw them, and there was loads and loads of merchandise available as well. And if you want to experience the film in the cinema here, Cinema Gaumont, which is a lovely cinema. By the way, my ticket was €12.90 for an adult. You can also come and see it here. They do some, you know, English screenings sometimes, and if you want to see it in French, then you can do as well. For me, it was Zootropolis, especially. I definitely wanted to make sure that I watched it in English first. I saw Encanto here in French for my very first time. So my very first time seeing Encanto back in 2021 was here at this cinema and in French, and I still fell in love with it. But that's because I feel like Encanto is a Disney film that works really well in French. In fact, because my first time seeing it was in French, I tend to listen to the songs in French more than I do in English. But Zootropolis is very dialogue heavy, and I think what really makes the characters, especially because they're characters that I already knew. So with Encanto, when I came to see it for the first time, I didn't know anything about them before. Whereas Zootropolis, I never know whether to say Zootopia or Zootropolis. Zootopia, I'm already aware of Nick and Judy, so it would have been a little bit strange to see it in French. I really wanted to kind of, you know, hear the jokes and everything in the original language. But now that I have seen it once, I don't mind seeing it in French. But yeah, I have rambled too much. Thank you so much for watching this video. I would love to hear all your comments down below. I am going to head out in a bit. In fact, come out with me. Let's go back into Disney Village. It's been too long. 2.5 hours. Yeah, there you go. The nice cold fresh air. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a like. You can subscribe to see more of my videos, and you can follow me on Instagram. I also want to give a massive shout out to my lovely Patreon members and my YouTube members. You guys are amazing. But I'm going to love you and leave you now. This is World of Disney, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.